Alright, we are now live with the Rate My Deck Competition 2018, and for this format it shall be February format, but we're going to be doing the sort of like a March list almost, so anything legal within the month of March is allowed. If you sent in your deck list incorrectly, I asked for an image file. If you sent a YDK file, it got deleted. If you sent more than one list, it got deleted. If you sent it with the wrong email title, it got deleted. It's very simple. Just listen to the video. Read the rules carefully. I got about 200 entries. I'm definitely not going to get through all 200. I'm going to do as many as I can within the hour. So it is what it is. I'm sorry, you know. Follow the rules correctly and you will definitely get involved. So anyway, let's start off with this list here, sent in by Lawrence. It is 6 Sam True Kings. My version of 6 Sam True Kings with a focus on link plays. Calamities and number 41 act as good floodgates. And Summon Sorceress and Firewall Dragon allow for some crazy combo extending, not to mention Gateway is essentially a win con. PS, the 2 Proxy Dragons are for making a triple linked Tri-Gate. Number 41 or Calamities if I drew Gateway. So thoughts on this list? Props for citing Ra in case they meme you with Sphere Mode Game 1. That's actually hilarious. Like going first, do you cite in the Winged Dragon of Ra in case you get Sphere Moded? There's a Moonmirror Shield in here. I don't know what the Moonmirror Shield is about. Also, isn't Gateway at 2, I think? I thought they bumped it up, but I guess not. Summon Sork is OCG. Oh, okay. Well, we got a DQ already. Alright. Sorry, Lawrence, you tried. I did say OCG only, so what can we do? Alright, this here, we have, if I could zoom in a little bit, it is... Ooh... The fuck is this? You just sent me TellaDad. This man, Nabil. Thanks for sending this in. This deck is an upgraded version of the TellaDad we all love with some added spice of the law. I tried to pick a deck that would benefit from having two Twin Twister for the memes, of course. The best combo of the deck is when you chain Mass Change, then chain Omega, instantly sniping 2 cards out your opponent's hand. Thank you for taking the time reading this email and talking shit about my deck. So your deck's best combo is hand looping for 2. Your deck's best combo is hand looping for 2. Okay. There's like 4 trap cards in here. You're not maxing out on D-draw. I'm sorry, this is just it's a TellaDad deck, so it wasn't gonna cut it anyway, but you just made it worse. Alright, we've got Lightsworn Zombie Lynx. Let's get this one up. This one is sent in by Draconia. A TellaDad with no dad. Oh wow, right. Was there no dad? Okay, well. Good job. This is, hello Farfa, this is my Lightsworn Zombie deck, which is more focused around link plays, going to XC plays, and especially going first. This deck's built around having a lot of advantage and end with Baguska and some follow-up plays at the end of the first turn. Works very well. Okay. Alright, so I'm kind of familiar with this deck, so let's see. 2 recharge, that's completely stupid. You either want to play recharge or you don't want to play recharge. Like, why would you play only 2? That's just stupid. Cut it or play it. It's very simple. I personally prefer the not so Lightsworn heavy variant of this deck, which means, oh, you're playing Lanphalinkus as well, not legal. It's almost as if you guys don't read. All right, that's another DQ. But yeah, anyway. All right, new one here. Let's see. This is sent in by Cookie Dough. Been watching for a while now, and I want to see what you think of my awful deck building. Pretty much the point of this deck is to get a field full of flower princesses. 2 Talayas prevent plants from being destroyed by card effects, Jasmine prevents destruction by battle, and Rose has non-once per turn negation. Pretty sure Curious isn't out yet either. What, are you kidding me? Curious has been out for ages. Okay, so I feel like there's something... Oh my god, it's just completely illegal. There's like 5 OCG cards in here. Alright, delete... I don't think we've had a legal entry yet. Now, I can't tell if it's you guys not knowing how to read, or if it's just maybe I wasn't clear enough in the video. I did say it has to be legal. Let's see. I'm just going to quickly scan the extra deck from now on to see if it's legal or not, because, like... Alright, so this is Super Quantums. So this is sent in by Sean. Basically, the main thing is trying to shit out a Skull Deet as fast as possible so you can actually summon a Fat Magnus. Well, I'd like to see this deck in action because it actually looks quite solid. I'm not really sure how I feel about Scapegoat because, I mean, I feel like you're trying to get Magnus out ASAP and Scapegoat is very slow. You know, even if you go first, I mean, it doesn't really help you. There's no way Scapegoat is helping you get Magnus out turn 1. So I'm kind of on the fence of this. I don't know. What do you guys think in chat? Should we keep this? Should we move on? Just say, like, skip or keep. Just let me know in the chat. Skip or keep. Because I don't really know about this. The 2-instant fusion, again, I mean, like... Yeah, it's whatever at this point. There's no point trying to reason with people. No way to Magnus turn 1 anyways. 2 Magnus? That's ambitious. Alright, a lot of you guys want me to keep this. Okay. So I should probably try make a quick list. So Super Quantum, we're keeping that one. Alright, we finally have our first entry into the next stage. Congratulations, Sean. Right, so now we've got this thing here from Look It's a Meme. Look, it is a meme. This is definitely a meme. So this deck is built to go first, but it's also able to go second. I'm not an expert on Despots, but I'm 90% sure this deck is designed to just kill your opponent. So, I don't know. There's a whole bunch of random cards I can see here. Just the 1 Curtain Raiser, the 1 Mass Change Second, the 1 Double Summon. I don't even know what this is before Machine Dupe. What is that? Is that Despot base? Is that the field spell? Because I'm 90% sure that card is dreadful. Like, you go for sometimes, but not all the times. That's some jank shit. I don't see any real synergy. I'm not seeing the synergy, like... So, yeah, it is Despot base. And I'm pretty sure Despot base is terrible. Yeah, this isn't very good. I don't really know what you're trying to do. Like, what are you trying to... Like, turn 1, what is it your deck does turn 1? Because I'm seeing, like... Like, maybe you can make an Infinity and, like, a Nat Beast, perhaps, or something. There's, like, a Darklord for the 1 Mass Change Second you're playing. Like, this is terrible. Like, we need to establish some deck building rules, guys, okay? If you're going to play an unsearchable power card, like Mass Change Second, like, play it at 3 or don't play it. Because you're just putting it in your deck and you're kind of telling us that, nah, sometimes I want to make a Dark Claw, sometimes I want to normal summon twice. Like, you're not really trying to establish a win condition with your deck. You're just kind of throwing in semi-powerful cards and just being like, yeah, if they come up, they come up. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. And the synergy doesn't seem to really be there between the Ancient Gears because, I mean, there's a Catapult, which I think is the one that pops the field spell or pops itself, but I don't know. Chat doesn't seem too impressed by it, so it's gonna have to be a skip. Alright, next one is Cloudian. Oh, Jesus. Oh, boy. Cloudian. Alright, let's take a look then. Anyone who's familiar with Cloudians, feel free to chime in right now, because I think we tried to make this on stream once and realized that none of the Cloudians are actually, like, summonable. I have seen this deck before, I believe. You've sent me a replay for Table 500 that didn't quite make it. But let's have a quick read of the email. So attached should be a Cloudian deck I built a while ago for Table 500. It is by no means competitive, but it can consistently in almost every hand end on at least a Starboy / Underclock Taker plus Bahamut or Baguska. Plus Bahamut Toad or Baguska, depending on what you draw. It can combo off a bit more. I've got a replay somewhere which has Deco Talker and Proxy Dragon as well. Although that might not be possible because I've had to change the deck up a bit because it had an OCG card, hence why Kagetakage is in there. I've only played the... Okay, good, is it a bit of a stretch? Cloudians. Basically a 1-card Starboy. Which one's this? I think like one of them's like a Wolfbark, I think. Basically a 1-card Starboy, which allows me... the Garnet for him, which allows me to run Rabbit and die as well. Okay, this is the worst constructed paragraph I've ever read. Like, you've literally just mashed like 4 sentences into like 1 sentence, and I don't really know what you're trying to say here. But basically, it's a going first deck that spams out Starboy and Bahamut Shark, and yeah. The Mass Change Second, what are you making with this? Acid, it seems like, for like the... It's kind of cute, but I mean, I don't like what are you gonna like if your opponent activates? Let's say you're going first, right? You make your board, and then your opponent activates Brilliant Fusion. Like, you probably don't want to negate that with Toad, So what are you going to do? Are you going to mass change Acid just to, like, pop the Brilliant Future? Wait, that would activate on a new chain, so it wouldn't even matter. I just don't get, like, what, like, pop 2 scales when they've established their scales or something? It just seems like, meh. I mean, obviously, ideal scenario is, like, end phase Acids and then blow up 5 back row, but, I mean, you know, if your opponent's going second and they're setting back row, they've probably lost anyway. I don't think Acid is that important. I wouldn't play mass change, but I think it's kind of cute. I do like the idea, so I think I'm going to keep this and move it on to the next stage. So... Cloudians are making it through to round 2. Alright, let's keep going. Next is True Draco Frog Aqua Actress. So I actually have a Aqua Actress Table 500 coming out tomorrow. I'm pretty sure we watched, this is the exact one we watched. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out the synergy here. So you're not playing Wetlands, thankfully. You've sent in a terrible image file. Like, what is this? Are you using a 640 by 360 monitor? Like, what is this? No Barastos, skip. Yeah, it's not really much of a True King Aqua Actress deck if there's no Barastos. But basically, I think that the way this deck works is, like, you can make, like, a Toad, or like, you can make, like, a really big Aqua Actress Patera, I think her name is. I think in the replay we watched, she went to, like, 5k, pardon me, she went to, like, 5k attack. I just don't really see what the synergy is. I mean, the closest thing I could think to synergy would be, like, Barastos, but you're not even playing it, so I'm not sure. Oh, right, I should probably read the email. So this is sent in by Noah. The deck uses the Frog engine as a tribute engine for Masterpiece and gives you access to Toad. The Aquarium Continuous spells let you revive any Aqua if they're sent from the field to the grave, so you pop them with Diagram or tribute them for Dracos to extend your plays. You can do some pretty disgusting stuff like ending on Masterpiece Toad or reviving Toad to reuse the negations. You know what? That doesn't sound quite terrible. I think Diagram Pop Dupe makes a mistiming, by the way. You know what? That's actually not, like, terrible. Like, so, I mean, like, Swap Frog plus a Water plus Diagram seems like it could maybe do some stuff. I don't know. I'm on the fence, but after reading that, it does sound like it might be kind of cool. In terms of the ratios and stuff, I don't really know. It seems okay. Like, 4 hand traps, I guess, is alright. Probably want to play a little bit more, but I guess you opted for more combo pieces. I have no idea what this is after Masterpiece, because, like, what is this, a deck list for fucking ants? The quality here is terrible, but yeah, what the hell is that after Masterpiece? Yeah, because Diagram Popping Exile doesn't miss the timing. Dupe and any true Draco card plus Diagram equals Toad and Masterpiece. Okay, well, what do you guys think? Should we keep or skip? Keep or skip? I think it's kind of cute. I would like to see it in action. But I think, like, after realizing that, like, Diagram Pop the Aquariums is actually, like, kind of like, it's actually kind of cool. It's a level 6 Spiral Resort. Alright. Skip Masterpieces Electro Cancer. I mean, that's not a reason. Okay, it looks like... Alright. Okay. So, True Draco Frog. Oh, pardon me. He didn't say True King. He said True Draco Frog. Alright, we'll keep it. So, we've got DPS deck. This is sent in by... Chris... certain something. Okay, so it's like a screenshot within a screenshot. Interesting. So DPS deck. The DPS deck unique name stands for Dinosaur, Plants, and Sworn. Oh, okay, I thought it was just like damage per second. It's like high DPS deck. And its name accurately describes the playstyle of the deck. The main goal of the deck is to pump out massive boards with consistent 2-card combos like Lonefire / Scorpio plus Overraptor, Overraptor plus Brilliant, Earth Monster plus Brilliant, combo extenders like Fossil Dig. Fossil Dig isn't an extender. Fossil Dig is not an extender, buddy. It's a starter card. Double Evolution Pill. See, that's an extender. Charge Light Brigade and the Revival spells allow this deck to bait and play through Ash Blossom fairly well. The deck is a similar concept to 60 card Graveyard Turbo, but it takes advantages of the best engines in the game without the 60 brick. Thanks for the cool competition. Alright. So it's Shaddoll Dino, but without the good cards, and Zombie Swarm without the good cards. So literally just a shit dinosaur list. Fossil Dig is an extender if you search an extender instead of a starter with it. What's the extender? Well, what extender do you search with Fossil Dig? The only good card that searches is Overraptor. What do you like? Explain to me what the extender is with Fossil Dig that you search. It's a starter to get Raptor. The extender when you add Rex / Miscellaneousaurus. Rex? That's not an extender. Miscellaneousaurus, I suppose you could probably call an extender. Okay, fair enough. Okay, right, my bad. My mistake. I suppose like Miscellaneous does count as an extender. But anyway, semantics aside, he's not even playing Miscellaneousaurus, so what's the matter? There we go. He's not even playing it. Anyway, it's honestly, I don't see the point in playing. Like, why? Like, you've crammed in 2 snows and some Rydens, for what? I mean, I would just cut the snow. I don't think snow works well in anything less than 60 cards. It's okay. I think it should really be 40. I mean, if you're trying to get to your consistent power cards ASAP, like Double Evolution and Overraptor and stuff, and the plants, then you should be playing less cards and more cards that help you get there, like Upstart. Like, I would cut the snows, I would add an Upstart, and I guess that leaves you 41, so maybe you'd have to cut, I don't know, something else. Maybe Hat Tricker, I'm not sure. I don't know how necessary Bulb is. I guess maybe Curious can make it, but I don't know. I mean, it's not blowing my deck off, so I think we're gonna have to skip it. Sorry. All right, next one. Let's see. So we've got a new deck here called Tank. All right, so we had DPS. Now we've got Tank. I don't know what it is with you guys sending me screenshots for ants, but whatever. This is sent in by Philip. I call this deck Tank because of the different engines it is able to run. They include a searchable Grinder Golem, Plant FTK, and a topologic Bomber Dragon Black Garden you can't play anymore. Yes, the deck uses OCG cards, which you never said were not allowed in your video. Well, I did, so skip. Ignite Zexal. So this is sent in by Diane. Do you know what? This is so fucking impossible for me to read, to see. Like, what is that? Like, are you guys screenshotting your decks on your phones? Like, are you taking a picture, like, off of your fucking phone? I don't get it. Is this one illegal as well? Boring skip. No, we're gonna read this. So, Ignite Zexal. It is pretty boring, I'm not gonna lie, but this is my Ignite Zexal deck. I thought it synergized well with new cards like Isolde and Electrumite, so I updated it for those strategies, mainly equip spells for Isolde. I love the Ignite Pendulum effect, and with Magnum Shield, they all can become beaters. You also have cards like Assault Armor for that sweet OTK action, and Hinder Armory, which doesn't hurt as much since you're Pendulum Summoning. Then you have Zexal Tree, which is pretty good. Then, bye, thanks for reading. This is one of the funniest emails I've read. So you have this card, and then this card's good, and then that card's good. Okay, bye. Okay, it's like so polite. I don't know what half of these cards are. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I know that generally you just discard most of these rank up cards. I believe I'm pretty sure there's ways to search them. I'm not 100% sure. Skip for Blurry Pick. Skip for Unreadable. I mean, it's not terrible. Like, I don't know what this thing is after Goblinberg. I think this is Magnum Shield. I need to quickly like reread that again. So Magnum Shield is equipped to only a warrior. Attack position gives attack equal to its original defense. Oh my god, that is so underwhelming. Like, I'm sorry, that is just so fucking underwhelming. I'm sorry, dude. We're gonna have to give this a skip. Thanks for trying, though. So we have Phantasm Salmon Monarch. Okay, Phantasm Salmon Monarch. Nice side deck. Ho. So Max says this is a stun deck revolving around Terror King Salmon. Why? Because it has 24 attack and 1000 defense, making it a Monarch. What's the win condition? Still don't know. Well, at least you're honest. So let's Terror King Salmon. What the fuck? It's a vanilla. A feared salmon, master of the sea of darkness. Its roe is the best delicacy in the world of darkness. So it's just a level 5 fish that's like has Monarch stats. I feel like they should have Monarchs erupt though. I know a guy who plays this deck. It's pretty funny.
If you draw it, and if you don't draw it, it's also fine.
What does it do?
Do you want to use my Zephyr Infernity deck?
Oh,
I won't play it though.
There. Do you want to use my Zephyr Infernity deck? I won't play it though. You can send it in. I'm sure you did send it in. But yeah, if the just a little way to sell out. If you have any late entries, I'm more than willing to accept a late entry for a small tip. But anyway, yeah. So you've designed a Monarch deck around a like what? what are these trap cards? What? Is it phantasms as well? Yeah, okay, so I think they're phantasm. I think one of them negates. I think one of them like gives attack or like pops something. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, it looks okay. Some of your ratios are a little bit stupid, like the 2 die, 2 cosmic. I mean, come on, dude, like just pick one. The field spell, I'm 90% sure this thing is broken. I'm pretty sure the heart and soul of this deck is the field spell, so like you should be playing like 3 of the phantasm thing. Why do all these decks run not a single card that you actually would know? I do know most of these cards. I just forgive me for not knowing the level 5 vanilla fish with Monarch stats. I didn't know that one. Pacifist needs to be at 3. I think Pacifist is the field spell, right? Phantasm City, yeah. Okay. So there's some questionable ratios here. It's a good meme. Thanks for the laugh, but we're gonna have to skip it. All right, next one is, oh god, Ultimate Athletes. Fuck me. Oh, Ultimate fucking Athletes. All right, I have a UA deck I'd like you to rate because it's awful and I have a fetish for being humiliated, but also because it's a pretty obscure deck that nobody plays. I feel like that represents 90% of the table 500 entries is people with fetishes for being humiliated. But anyway, I play 3 of the good ones because I want to draw them, and one of the okay ones because they're easy to search and also often good. I play Galaxy Worm because Invoker summons Midfielder out of the deck, so it's a starter, which this deck has few of. Instant is a decent card that also serves as tribute fodder, and the Symphonic Engine allows me to search twice with Stadium. It's also tribute fodder, a discard outlet besides Perfect Ace if I were to draw Penalty Box, and the discard can also be used to get out 3 UA guys if you search for Rebounder turn 1. No terraforming as the field spell is more of an extender, and I already have 6, potentially 8 if I can discard, copies of it. Extra is garbage, but you only ever summon Invoker and restrict anyway. Images attached but have a link as well. That actually would have been a lot easier, by the way, I think, if I asked for Dueling Book links instead of pictures. That would have been a lot easier. It's pretty well built. You have a lot of reasoning, so if anyone, like, I mean, the deck isn't blowing my deck off because it's fucking UAs, but if you ever you want an example of good reasoning and good deck building and some actual logic and reasoning into like how you play like rogue decks, this is a perfect example. It's well thought out, the ratios are good. Just on deck building principle, I'm going to keep this one, so good job. As terrible as this deck probably is, the fact that you've actually managed to put some effort into it, but you know, it's explained well. Everything you've said makes sense, and that's cool. Watch this. Nadia will say it's a good build because there are 3 ofs, even though he knows what 0 of these cards do, other than instant foolish and ass. That's not true. I know what UAs do. I know that midfield. Sorry, it's not midfielder. Which one's the broken one? Jersey plus the guy with the bat. This one. What's his name? Mighty Slugger. Yeah, Jersey plus Mighty Slugger is just game through like any game state. All right, let's see. So we've got DDs. Interesting. Okay. Let's take a look at DDs. So my deck is basically DDs with the Dark Worm and Destrudo engine. It can make good boards like regular DDs, but it makes Electrumite more easily. It's not too original, I guess, but it's just fun in my opinion. So there's 2 ways to kind of play DDs, I think, and I kind of mentioned this in the guide that I did. There's like you can make a sort of pendulum focused version of DD, which kind of like does rely on spamming out the Electrumites, and I think like you do kind of need to play things like Astrographer for that. I see you're playing the Dark Worms, which is really good. But yeah, like Electrumite spam is like a legit way to play DDs now. 2 Kepler. Are you fucking trolling me? You're playing 2 Kepler? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sure we'll get another DD deck, but okay. We just have to move on. I'm sorry, dude. What was your name? Marcello? Yeah. Come on. That's the best card in your deck, and you're playing 2 of it. Come on. Like, this like playing Tellarknights with 2 Deneb. It's like playing Madoche with 2 Magiline. Burning Abyss with 2 Tour Guide back when it was at 3, etc, etc. Like, I don't. What are you doing? Come on. All right, Magnet Warriors. This is quite a lengthy email here. So I did say a short paragraph. Man's wrote me like 3. So let's have a quick read. So this is sent in by Andreas. So it's a revised list of the bomber magnet list from earlier. Took you and your other people's advices alongside. Oh, okay, so this is from table 500. So the game plan stays roughly the same. If you have Brilliant Fusion, you set up B Birds while summoning Topologic for good disruption, or Decode Block Gorgonic for a hard deck to break field. If opening without Brilliant, you usually make a Gorgonic Guardian alongside Goats, or a setup for What is Burrs? BERS. What the hell is Burrs? Or Block Dragon the next turn. If opening poorly, you usually have at least 3 monsters in the field with ties, or Scapegoats to fall back on. I swapped the back to the fronts for Scapegoat since the card is a lot more powerful overall and can force responses while bringing Block Dragon online. Veiler is a budget option for a hand trap, and the only one I could find that can deal with both Electrumite and Scorpio. If I were to be crazy and push to 45, I would even play the Lanciers in the main since they are savers in the ABC, Paleo, Lightsworn, Dino matchups and counter evenly matched. Field spells were cut down to magnetic field only as it is a good extender that you want to have. It also outs any attempt at Vanity's Lockdown. What the fuck is Vanity's Lockdown? Or allows you to get rid of protected cards like the Wind Witch Crystal Wing without wasting too many resources. Needle Sealing is in there as a hybrid between Torrential and Merforce, since against dinos you need a trap to use in the battle phase to not get... What is your like fixation on like these random rogue decks like Vanity's Lockdown and dinos? Like what is your locals meta that you are so worried about these decks? I don't get it. But yeah, okay. So 42 cards, it is a keeper, boys. Yeah, I mean, it needs to be 40. Oh my god, you're playing 2 Gem Knights? Oh god, what? Like, go all in. Like, don't be fucking... Stop being pussies. Like, come on. I don't know. The Needle Ceilings are pretty funny. But I honestly don't think it's necessary. I think that your deck is kind of just good at outing fields anyway with Topologic. 2 Gem Knights for 2 targets. That's fine since Block Dragon. He has 2 brilliant targets. Wait, what do you mean? Well, I mean, like... I don't understand how having Block Dragon requires you to play more Gem Knights. What am I missing here? But anyway, are we skipping or are we keeping? Because I think that... I honestly think there's a lot of conflict here with the Brilliant Fusion and the ties. Zirconia and Seraphinite. Yeah, but I don't understand why you would need to play 2 Lapis for that. Like, surely you just, he can resolve Brilliant twice, but like, yeah, okay, but every deck can resolve Brilliant twice if you play 2 of the Garnet. That doesn't mean anything. A lot of you want me to keep this, but like, I just think it's not... Like why? There's no need for the trap cards. There's no need for like okay. I'm gonna put my foot down and skip on this one. I'm sorry, guys. We're skipping it. All right, next one. Rescue True Draco Metaphys. All right. Let's see. Shoutouts for using Dueling Nexus. That's cool. All right, so. This is someone from the UK who's been getting into Metaphys recently, and I've been testing a Metaphys True Draco variant recently and winning many games online. This deck has some very sacky cards. The rescue cards that are a 1-card Electrumite. An interesting choice for this deck was the one of Full Metal, just to have that quick play fusion. This deck also plays Imperial Ironwall on the side, but I am debating switching them out for spell or trap removal. Hope you appreciate the synergy. Love your channel. Keep up the good work. Okay, so I mean, the 1 Summoner's Art's probably fine. It's just like playing like a 40th card. Although I'd probably just play Upstart instead if I was struggling on what that last card should be. You really should be maxing out in the diagrams. That's really like unquestionable. Like, unless you simply can't afford it. 2 fusion? That's not necessary at all. That's completely wrong. That is completely wrong. You should not be playing 2 fusion. You need to cut one of these fusions for the 3rd diagram. Diagram's not once per turn, okay? Take advantage of this. Alright? Like, please, like, you need to, like, take advantage of your deck's strengths. It needs 3 diagram. The Metaphys fusion doesn't need to be here. The Summoner's Art should probably be, what's it called? A upstart. The ratio of the hand traps, 2 is not enough. 2 is just simply not enough. Like, you need to open your hand traps, or you need to, like, just not play them. Like, you need to ask yourself, should I even play it? Is there even a point? I'm not too sure on the heritage. Like, is it necessary? Well, I feel like it. Yeah, I think the heritage is fine. 3 Astrograph. Not playing the Garnet, which I guess maybe is fine, but you know, if we're really trying to spam the Electrumites, then yeah. 2 Ash, because if you draw it's good, but if you don't draw it's also good. I think if you play the Quick Play Fusion, you have to play Bismugear. That is true as well, because the Quick Play Fusion can like fuse the material that you just search in the end phase. So yeah, I would cut the Ashes for the Bismugear. I would cut the 2nd fusion. I would add in the 3rd diagram and cut that. Summoner's Art for the upstart. But it was a good attempt. I'm sorry, but I don't think it's gonna make the next round, purely because the 2 Metaphys fusion is very elementary. You should not, like, yeah, like that's you should know that that's not played. So next one here is, it is, what the fuck is this? This is like just a pile of cards. The hell is this? So Perino Gaming. On first look, this construction of a deck may appear confusing and bricky. However, there exists a lot of synergy between those archetypes and engines, surprisingly creating consistency, lots of draw power, and ultimately a first turn field consisting of 2 to 4 interrupts. Okay, let's see then. So we've got winner, straight up winner. What the fuck is this? There's zoo cards in here as well. I didn't even notice the barrage. Please tell me you're playing rat. Ah, there's no rat. I think it's just Ram Whiptail. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Like, your email wasn't very helpful, okay? Your email didn't really say anything. On the first look, this construction of a deck may appear confusing and bricky, but there exists a lot of synergy between those archetypes and engines, surprisingly creating synergy. Lots of draw power, and ultimately, what is your draw power? I'm trying to figure out, like, lots of draw power. Where is the draw cards? Balbaboon. What else is all these quote-unquote lots of draw cards? 1 Pendulum Rising for, like, maybe you... This is a mess! This is a mess! Oh, this is a fucking mess! Needle Fiber, illegal. I mean, I did mention in the video we're not going to be focusing on the side, so if the side's illegal, we're just ignoring. I'm pretty sure this isn't a legitimate side deck anyway. Like, what the fuck's going on with this side deck? It's like, sometimes I want 1 Wavering Eye, sometimes I want the 3rd Barrage, sometimes I want Theseus. What is this deck? How did you come up with this? It's like you... Cosmo, 2 Draco Metaphys, Pepe, right, okay. 2 Diagram, 2 Cosmotown, 3 Terra, and the 1 set rotation. I have so many questions right now, and I don't think even the greatest minds in the planet can answer it. Thanks for the laugh, Perino, but that's just a pile of cards. That is literally a pile of cards. Okay, so this is another screenshot on a fucking Nokia 3310. I can't see most of these cards. It looks like a Triamid deck. So it's sent in by Aaron. Triamid Pure Demise. This Triamid deck relies on getting 1 to 2 Triamids out with a field spell on board, preferably Cruiser, and some trap cards to back that up. From there, the deck defends by swapping out fields during your opponent's turn, thereby protect themselves with Fortress and King Golem, as well as Sphinx, which can be searched by swapping. I have no idea how this deck works. I don't know if this is good synergy or not. I feel like So the first line of your email says this deck relies on getting 1 to 2 Triamids out. So like, how are you getting 2 Triamids out without special summoning? Because you have a lot of restrictive cards here, like Demise and Duality, which say you can't special summon. So I don't know if that's a good strategy for this deck. The Unending Nightmare, I think has synergy in this deck because you can pop your own field spells. I think that does something in Triamids. I'm not 100% sure. I don't really know. So let's see. Target one face-up spell or trap on the field and destroy it. Okay, so an Unending Nightmare can pop your field spells. I don't know what the synergy is. Can you pop your own field spells in this? Well, you can technically, but I mean, is that good? Does that do anything? I don't know. I'm going to target. What pack should I buy? Nothing. Don't buy Konami product. Metaverse, I don't know. I'm so confused. Hunter's effect gives extra normal summons. All right. Okay. So you okay? Fair enough. So you have a double summon there. Can we just say it's illegal so we can skip? I mean, okay, okay. I'm sorry. Like, basically on the principle that I don't know what half these cards are, and you're playing 40, and you're playing more than 40, we're gonna skip. So that says per deck building. Okay. Come back when you play 39 cards. All right, Lyrilusc rank up. Lyrilusc rank up. Surprisingly, I do know what this deck does. No, I can't show the ones I've already done. I'm not going back for one person. I'm sorry. Please check out the replay on YouTube when I upload it. So this is sent in by Henry. Greetings from South Africa. Hey, South Africa. I love that film District 9, by the way. District 9B, I think. Anyway, a fun deck whose cards were disregarded at our Maximum Crisis sneak peek. Only one saw their potential and led them to mixed results, rising up at our locals and holding its own. Was going to submit it to table 500, but someone beat me to it. Hope you enjoy my take on this enjoyable deck. Regards, Henry. It's like an anime intro. Like, it's like you made like a fan fiction for your own deck. A fun deck whose cards were disregarded at Maximum Crisis sneak peek. Only one saw their potential, Henry, of course, and led them to mixed results, rising up at our locals and holding its own. So it's good to see that South African locals are being held down by Lyriluscs. My first, like, upon first glancing at this, my question really is, why are you playing Dark Hole and not Raigeki? I do know how Lyriluscs work. I'm not 100% sure on what the Raid Raptors really provide for the deck, but what I do know is that none of them get their effects when you pop them. The Lyriluscs anyway, so I don't really know what's going on. The Twin Twister in the main deck is meh, but it's probably fine since I'm going to assume you blind second with this deck, since like you OTK with this deck. 3 of each. Lyrilusc, it's fine. Jester Confit is cool. There's also another rank 1, I think. Sorry, level 1. That's really good in this deck. Is it Mystic Piper? I think Mystic Piper is like, it's really fucking old, but I think it is good in this deck. To attribute this card, draw and reveal 1 card, and if it's a level 1 monster, draw 1 more card. Yeah, I think Mystic Piper is kind of good here. The Raid Raptor summons the Ultimate Falcon. Right, okay, so you have Ultimate Falcon access. That's cool. I don't know how you make it in this deck, honestly. I thought it needed like a rank 6 that you... I don't know, I'm confused. Is there any way to search it? Because, I mean, you don't have 4 strikes, so I mean, how are you searching? This is all very confusing. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know anything about Raid Raptors. Piper and Turbo Booster are pretty good. It makes Ultimate Falcon or lose. Wow, I burnt my Lyrilusc. You summon Satellite Falcon, then rank it up. Okay, right. Satellite Falcon is that the... So that's a rank 8, so it's 2 level 8 Wing Beasts. If this card is exceeded using a Raid Raptor as material, okay, so it can't be that way. So but you need a Rum spell. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you need to like hard draw your rank ups, because like you can't search it. So meh. I would honestly just play the Lyrilusc build on our table 500. The one where it's literally just level 1s and Psychic Blade, and you just blind second and like attack your opponent for like 9,000 damage going second. But yeah. Good attempt, Henry. Thank you. Shout outs to South Africa for representing. So this one is sent in by Andres, sorry. So, The Reptile monster type is shit, but Snake Rain is a good card. Thought of a deck that can use Snake Rain despite the 10 garnets for them. The Reptilian Servant has won me games versus True Draco. I don't know what this deck does. Snake Rain is pretty good. Snake Rain is broken, by the way. Like, as soon as we get a semi-competent, like, reptile monsters, like, oh my god, Snake Rain is like, crazy. I don't really know what's going on here. Like, your deck doesn't, like, your email doesn't say anything. Like, I know, like, sometimes I'm not the most clued up person on Yu-Gi-Oh, but I don't know how you sent this in and expected me to just get what's going on. Like, I don't know what's going on here. I legitimately don't know what's going on here. What does this deck do? Like, I wish there was a shuffle button on Dueling Book, just so I could see what the fuck this actually does, but I don't know what this does. Like, what are you doing? Like, what does Armageddon Knight send? Like, malicious, that's all I know. Like, you have Dark Crater, which can special out some... I see Snake Rain, I like it. What does this deck do? Like, what does it do? There's a Zoldi, I guess. But like Chaos Zone, like what does that do? Like, I know what it does, but like, how does it help? It does snake stuff. All right, snake stuff. Well, I'm sold. Yeah, if you're going to send in a deck that, let's be real, not a lot of people are gonna know what the fuck's going on, at least take the time to like explain in your email what the fuck is going on, because like Snake Rain as a good card doesn't really explain anything. Okay, so this is Invoked Dino Shaddoll. Looks pretty standard. However, you've sent it in on what seems to be a literal tomato. So I can't like see half these cards. I'm sorry, Ruben. Box of Garnets. I believe we did this on a table 500. Let's have a look here. So this is my Box of Garnet deck. The main goal of the deck is to open Diagram and Box of Friends to hopefully get a Masterpiece and a rank 4 on board. I slapped in one Alistair and one Meltdown to be extra sacky. I think the name of the deck speaks for itself. It's by no means consistent since you don't want to draw half your deck, but it does some fun stuff. I mean, what fun stuff does it do? Masterpiece and a rank 4? Is that fun? I don't understand. Like, that's not... Wait, what? Why are you playing 3 Garnet? Alright, because it's 0 defense for, like, the Box of Friends. Jesus. That side deck is beautiful. Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore this. There's comfy little Twin Twister Raigeki here. Okay, yeah, let's just ignore the side deck. Oh, this guy looks cool. It's like a Behegon. Bayagon. Behegon? That's pretty funny. So just one of each invoked card to maybe draw. It's kind of cute with the 3 terraforming. Like, it could probably work. I can't shuffle. It's not it's a screenshot. It's not a link. So I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it sounded better before. It looks better than the email describes. Like, your email just says like, oh, what the fuck? You forgot your you forgot your Brilliant Fusion target. Well done. Your Brilliant Fusion is legal. All right. Well, that kind of explains what we have to do with this deck. Skip. All right. Let's move on. Oh my god. No way, guys. Someone legitimately sent in Tellarknights. All right. How bad is it? Old Helmet deck utilizing 3 Bottomless and Torrential and Judgment with the main goal of summoning Triver until the opponent dies. This deck is functional enough to do stuff while being a meme deck. Honestly, it looks fine. just looks fine. It's Tellarknights. I mean, it's Tellarknights. 23 trap cards. Tellarknight engine. The 1 strike. I mean, I feel like you could probably have just found a better power card to put in here. Like, I don't know. I mean, I guess like just three Solemns is like fine in this deck. Torrential and Mirror Force are obviously like really strong going second for a trap deck. Skill Drain is fine because none of your monsters have good effects anyway. I mean, yeah, this I don't know what you do under skill drain, by the way. Like, you legitimately, like, it hurts you a lot. So I don't know if I'd play that. There's a summon sorceress, vampire sucker as well. All right. Yeah, well, you're getting DQ'd. I'm sorry, friend. Let's be real. You weren't gonna go far with this deck anyway. All right. Let's see. Next up, we have Red Eyes Diabolus. This deck uses the new Darkest Diabolus card, Red Eye support, and the 1-card Beatrice engine. This deck is based on tributing cards due to card effects and setting up the graveyard. This deck can end with Darkness Metal, Diabolus, Beatrice, and ripping a card out of your opponent's hand with a 2-card combo and any other monster in hand. This deck can't do that much with the extra, besides Beatrice, Dangerous, and Slash Time. Besides that, deck's pretty solid. Alright, very good. This is legal this month, I think, right? It's legal this month. Illegal Turbo. I'm pretty sure it's legal this month, isn't it? Because I did say for March, like March cards. So, it's just legal in like April. All right, okay. Well, I'm sorry, dude. It does have to be TCG, but thanks for trying. All right, we have Katie, is what this deck is called. Kaiju Artifact Traptrix Invoked. Another deck sent in on a tomato, so I'm sure Corey McDuffie would be proud. It's sure. It's yeah, I mean, looks well built enough. Not really seeing any glaring problems with it. Just falling asleep as we look at it. It's fine. I don't know how necessary the waterfront is, honestly. I think I'd probably just want to play like the 3rd Scapegoat, maybe, because that card's like really strong. I mean, it's alright. No Underclock is a big problem. Yeah, I think Underclock's actually quite necessary. Rank 5s, no Durandal. I think Durandal is honestly really good. I'd probably... Like, you're playing a heavy artifact engine and only 1 rank 5? That doesn't seem right. 3 Merkabahs, maybe a bit overkill. I don't know how necessary the wind kaiju is. You're not playing instant fusion, and your only way to make it is the Gadarla. Yeah. Turn 2, you link fusion and Alistair into Underclock, summon 2nd Merkabah. 3rd turn, make Decode and summon another fusion while keeping your 2nd Merkabah. 4 links with only 2 goats. Yeah, what do you do with Scapegoat? So, like, you make Proxy Dragon or Mrs. Radiant and then maybe make Borrowload. I think, like, you need a few more links. It does feel like your extra deck is really super tight. I don't know. It's so boring. Like, yeah, no Artifact XC is like, come on. Like, you probably should be playing Durandal. I should probably read the email. It's a control type deck, something like a new hat version. Hands right now are too slow, so I replace them with Invoked. Alright, okay, yeah. So hands are too slow. Let's play Invoked. Alright, fair enough. Kaijus are here to eliminate threats like Masterpiece and Magician stuff. Magician stuff. Kaijus can be fusion materials as well because of their attributes. By the way, each of these sentences has an exclamation mark at the end. Like, he's so excited for Hat in 2018. Like, this guy is... I can't read your name because it's in Greek. But this guy, we'll just call him Tim. Tim is really fucking excited for this deck. Every sentence ends in an exclamation mark, by the way. It's like, here is my deck! It's a control type deck! Something like Hat! Hands right now are too slow, so I replace them with Invoked! Kaijus eliminate threats like Masterpiece and Magician stuff! Kaijus can be fusion materials! My only tech card is Scapegoats! He's so fucking excited to be skipped. Alright, sorry for bursting anyone's eardrum there. Let's move on. So this is sent in by our friend Bill. Ojama Invoked ABC. Come to Greece! I play Kaiju! So, I'm not seeing any of the new cards here. I think... Oh, wait, I see it. It's after Meltdown, and then this is... Fuck, what's this one again? Fitting Room? Oja Magic? I think it's Oja Magic. And then these are the 2 new ones. Are you playing the Fusion? No. So it's like, I think the way this deck works is like you're supposed to. By the way, you should be playing 3 Terra, 2 Meltdown if that's the ratio you want to go with, not the other way around. Deck thinning your deck by 1 more is more valuable than maybe resolving the 3rd Meltdown. So you should, just a little tip there for deck building. Desires with 1 of each piece is pretty ballsy, but you know what? I like big balls, so you know that's cool. So I got drunk one day with friends from college and woke up to find this clusterfuck of cards in my deck box. So having nothing to do, I tested it and it works way too well. Oh, it works way too well, really, Bill? It is consistent most of the time and is a really fun deck to play when bored. It can make Borreload and Skull Deep with either a mostly unkillable he spelt that as unkillable, a mostly unkillable ABC Dragon or Merkaba or both. Lots of fun and packs a punch. That didn't really tell me anything. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't get, like, you know when you guys send in cards that are, like, brand new, you kind of have to assume, like, I kind of need to know what's happening here. Like, I know how Invoked works, but, I think, like, I would understand this more if it was playing the fusion monster that the new Ojama cards can make. Because I think they make, like, the ZXYZ head cannon or some fucking crazy thing like that. And I think the trap card does it, but like you're not playing that, so I don't really know what all the support card does if you're not playing that card. And like it seems like you have a heavy focus on ABC, judging by your email, but yet you're only playing 1 of each piece and no hanger, and I just don't get how you're doing it. So I mean, maybe it is as good as you say, but you didn't really do a good job of enunciating that. All right, Dark Monarchs, Miles. This is my attempt to make a Monarchs as consistent as possible post-balance, taking advantage of Allure of Darkness to the best of the deck's ability. The main goal, other than Domain Lock, of course, is to try and get out a Majesty's Fiend with Domain. That doesn't make sense! The main goal, other than Domain Lock, is to try and get out a Majesty's Fiend with Domain. You just said Domain isn't your only win condition and then proceeded to describe another win condition that utilizes Domain. That doesn't mean anything. Like, oh, what deck are you playing? Magicians. Do you play any other decks? Magicians with hand traps. Like, that's still really the same deck. That's, like, do you know what I mean? Like, you've just said the same thing twice. But, anyway, where was I? And if possible, March of the Monarchs, although it's not necessary. Okay, right. Okay. So basically, you've went and described how to play a stun deck. Well done. Who needs Inspect Border when you have a harder to summon version of it? The side is structured towards the deck's worst matchups in the format. The side deck is structured towards the deck's worst matchups in the format. What? So like every deck, like everything, like does the like decree? Like what are you scared of? Paleo? Well, I suppose that's fair enough. One goods. I don't know. It could have been his 40th card, maybe. I mean, everything else seems uncuttable. What the fuck is this? What the hell is this? Is this a Goki? Someone tell me what this card is after Majesty's Fiend. By the way, you're only playing 2 Majesty's Fiend. Considering how much you emphasized it in your email, I don't know why you're not playing 2. No Garbage Lord skip. Oh yeah, totally play like an extra deck version. I think that's way more fun for Monarchs. That's Kaiser Vorse Raider. Why are you playing Kaiser Vorse Raider? Am I missing something? What is this? If you control no monsters, special this from your hand. If this card destroys opponent's monster by battle against 500. Jesus Christ. Don't tell me this is tribute fodder. Please don't tell me this is tribute fodder. Jesus Christ, this is actually tribute fodder. That's hilarious. Literally Cyber Dragon. Why not just play Cyber Dragon and then play an extra deck version? Oh my god, dude. Like, this is fucking hilarious. The extra deck version lets you open Foolish, Goods, and Brilliant, which is really strong. Yeah, I think the extra deck version is way more fun. It's a stun deck, let's be real. Come on, this isn't gonna win. Thanks for trying, though. So we have another Lightsworn... Oh, okay, so this is Lightsworn Psyframe? I'm not seeing how this is Psyframes. Like, oh, you're just playing Gamma. I guess there's an Epsilon. Oh my god, 2 Driver. Jesus. That's just wrong. 1 Ash, 1 Ogre. This is also potato quality. This is just terrible. Like, this is just really bad. I'm currently the only undefeated 7-0 player in Yugi No No's current online tournament, and I'm playing this goofy ass deck. I didn't know Yugi No had a tournament going on, but that's cool. I guess you're 7-0 against other people who are playing cards like Epsilon in the main deck. And what's this scapegoat monster called again? I think it's called like Ghost, I think, or something. I don't know. This is terrible. What does this deck do? The deck plays no Link monsters, but still ends most games with 3 of 5 Synchro monsters on the field using Omegas and RDA, Bane, and Abyss to screw the new Master Rule. RDA, Bane, and Abyss. What is that? Red Dragon Archfiend. Right, okay. So you make Red Dragon Archfiend in this deck. Scapegoat is to give your opponent a spooky surprise. It's really to turn Zeta into Omega, which is nuts. It's nuts. Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss is like, is there a way to do it? Turn 1? I don't see. I guess like this randomies, obviously. Unizombie. The deck plays no Link monsters, but still ends with RDA, Bane, and Abyss. Screw the new Master Rules. Besides left arm, you can search grass off Gold Sark and sit on Baguska while your opponent waits to lose. Gold Sark for grass. Make Baguska. Wait to lose. The deck can't get evenly matched because you never control more than one Omega at the end of the battle phase unless you're going for game, and you can always evenly match everyone else by just having the Omegas leave the board. It does more cool shit, but I think this is getting too long. If you find this less cool or terrible, a full deck profile is available on my YouTube channel, Legacy Crusaders, along with all my matches from the Yu-Gi-Oh! No tournament. Alright, well, if anyone's curious, Legacy Crusaders is where you can check it out. I unfortunately don't have time for that currently, because we need to get this moving. We've only got 4 decks into the next round, and I've looked at about 30 or something. I can't remember. How many decks do you think we've been through? Quite a few. Anyway, Draconia Pendulum. Okay, this is getting interesting. This is sent in by Yude. In the spirit of keeping things fun, I've been trying to find a Pendulum deck that's competitive. Can actually have a fun game, treading the fine line between garbage and reasonably competitive. With the obsession with monster effects and Link monsters, I've decided to go fuck that and try to run a vanilla Pendulum deck. I've loved the Draconia monsters since they came up, even if Konami just made them as sneak peek cards and had no idea what to do with them. This is something of an early build, but it's probably utter garbage, so I'm always looking to improve it. Okay, I need to quickly Google Draconia's effect. I think there is 3 of them, right? So I know one of them was played in Zoo format that you could search off Broad Bull. So Dragoons is if a normal monster you control destroys, after damage calc you can Rota for a normal. Sea Dragoons is Draconia, when a monster is destroyed by battle you can special 1 normal from your hand. And Sky Dragoons, once per turn when a normal monster you control inflicts battle, you can target 1 card and field and destroy it. See, like, they all have effects based on the battle phase and attacking over stuff, and you're playing a very trap heavy deck. So it's very strange to me because, and this is the second time I've seen people play Dark Hole and no Raigeki. What am I missing? Has Raigeki been banned? Can someone tell me, is Raigeki banned? Like, what happened? This is the second deck list today. And it's playing Raigeki. Anyway, Unexpected Die feels like a fucking win condition in this deck, so I would play that. You cut off the extra deck, so I don't know why, but like an extra deck is kind of important in this. It would have been nice to see. Yes. I know Tyrant's Tummy Ache, it like tributes a high level monster to neither player can special summon a level 6 or higher monster. If you have 3 more cards in your hand, destroy this card. I guess that's fine. Activate by attributing with 1 monster. Neither player can special a level 6 or higher monster. What is this for? Like, you don't want your opponent to summon Astrograph Sorcerer? I don't know. It says he isn't running an extra. This is terrible. What is this card after Wavering Eyes? Is that Pot of Riches? I think that's like the Avarice for Pendulum Scales or something. You're playing 1 rabbit. Okay, that doesn't seem right, considering how... You could literally like rabbit into Electrumite. Like, why aren't you doing that? I'm sorry, this is really bad. I know you said it's a rough draft, but there's like so much wrong with it. I don't even know where to begin. Alright, Electrumite Turbo DDD. Alright, so 3 Kepler, so that's good. It's not like the one we saw earlier. Thank you. It's good that you haven't done the fucking mistake of not playing the 3 Kepler. If you've just tuned in on the stream, by the way, yes, someone sent in a DD deck earlier with only 2 Kepler. But anyway, so this is pretty cool. It's over 40 cards, but I think that's possibly fine in DDs. I'm not sure about the 1 Thomas. I mean, I guess it's searchable, but like it is a decent combo card. But I would honestly rather just like play less cards at that point, just to bring the number count down. I honestly would try find space to get 3 desires in here. I know I understand the struggle with this deck. It is super tight. But like desires is really strong in this deck. Like everything in your deck is basically a 3 of. Like other than like once you resolve Darkworm, like you basically can do anything. Like it doesn't matter what you banish with desire, unless you get like super unlucky and banish like I don't know, like 3 swirl or some shit. Obviously, that's bad. So yeah, it's cool. I like what you're doing. Let's see what you say in your email. So this is my DD deck. Basically, the aim is to turbo Electrumite and use his broken ass to do some old school MR3 DD plays. With this deck, I've made your typical Crystal Wing Seagrave boards and more. Going second, this deck can do a lot of stuff, even into hand traps. Being a combo deck, I decided not to include any hand traps. And due to the nature of DD, this deck has insane recovery due to how Ragnarok and Genghis are worded. I think it's pretty cool. Maybe the Chrono engine over Mythical Beasts. I guess maybe so you could make like a Beatrice. Oh, you're not playing Beatrice, huh? I really like Beatrice in this deck. 3 Dragon Shrine does not seem good. Duplicates are so bad. No, that's wrong. You want 3 Dragon. Like you need. It's a fucking win condition. You need to get to Darkworm ASAP. But like 3 Dragon Shrine's fine. I'd play like 5 of them if I could. Yeah, we'll keep it. Wow, this is the first time we've added a deck to the list in a while. But congratulations, Daniel, you've made it to stage 2. Alright, let's move on. A Double Dragon Ritual. This is sent in by Alan. So this is a ritual deck based around Lord of the Red and Blue Eyes Chaos Max. The deck pumps out rituals consistently and wins by disrupting and getting advantage with Lord of the Red and hitting hard with Chaos Max. The extra deck is mostly unimportant, can be filled with any rank 4 or 8. Landfallinkus there is there to put Lord of the Red in grave to be revived with Ryu. Okay, well, that's illegal. But I am genuinely curious to see how you're playing this. Lord of the Red is absolutely broken, by the way. Like, he's so fucking good. It's just, like, really hard to make. But yeah. Honestly, I like it. It is really well made. But unfortunately, we can't put it through because it is, in fact, illegal. Sorry. But yeah, I think Lord of the Red is, like, super cool. Alright, Chaos Dragons by Joseph. Fucking hell. This deck is similar to modern day Lightsworn decks, but instead of the Zombie Plant engine, we are playing some of the old school Chaos Dragon engines. Alright. Orbital Hydrolander doesn't seem great in this deck because like you have like everything's a 3 of, but I suppose like you're banishing most of your stuff for like, you know, chaos plays. Why aren't you playing BLS? Like it's like that's what it should be. Like you should be playing BLS. I don't know, BLS probably isn't good, but I mean it's BLS, you know, is that 3? Come on. Might as well. The hand traps are obviously really cool because like they're light and dark. I think Veiler is a legitimate replacement for Ash if you can't afford them. Although you probably can't afford Ash now because it got reprinted. But you know, I think Veiler is better just because it's light. So I would maybe consider that. It's alright, I suppose. Future Fusion could be cool, I suppose, as well. But it's very slow and very vulnerable. I don't know. Ash is still $50. Are you kidding me? Like, even now? That's stupid. It's okay. It just seems really inconsistent. Like what actually are your starter cards to mill? Like, how do you get going with milling? Like, you have, like, Charge, Goblinberg, Foolish Rota, Upstart, Grasses, and Left Arm. I mean, that's quite a lot of cards, but if any of those get stopped, you're, like, stuck. So... I just don't think it's a good deck at all. It's not that badly made, I guess, but, you know, it's not really, like, I'm not super impressed. What can I say? Okay, we've got 60 card PK Fire. Dear Farfa, I also just wanted more opinions on this list because I've thought of building the deck. For the ratios, 3 Libich, and that's just because I want to put more monsters on the board. The Izoldes and the extra because of its arrows into search BLS, which is a 2-up because I am a coward and don't want to risk milling or banishing it, but it also isn't terrible to draw. Veiler and Ogre over other hand traps because I felt they were good and they double as lights for BLS. Lastly, no left arms because of all the traps I play, because they are the easiest way to win. Okay, so like traps in a grass deck, Lamal. Like I think Diablo in the chat kind of just summed it up perfectly. Like you don't want to play 60 cards with traps. Like with 60 cards, your goal is to just turbo out all your guys, monsters, fill your grave up as fast as you can. That's really what you're trying to do with lots of traps. 6 hand traps I honestly never feel is enough in 60 cards either. Yeah, like this would honestly just be better as a 40 card version. Effect Veiler does nothing against True Draco. I mean, yeah, okay, sure, so what, but like it does things against 90% of the meta, so like sure. It definitely needs Ash Blossom. F-Zero, when the fuck are you making F-Zero? I said, I don't know. Like when are you making F-Zero? Probably never. Yeah, we're gonna skip this one. Thanks for trying, Zach. Next one is BA Darklord. Oh god. Oh, another picture for ants. What am I missing? Like, how are you guys screenshotting such tiny pictures? Like, why? How does that happen? So this is my first time participating in one of your videos and I loved your rate series. Here's my BA Darklord deck I made on my own because I wanted to build both decks IRL. The Darklords provide consistency and power, while BA provides disruption and tribute fodder since I feel both decks struggle on their own. I rarely brick, surprisingly, although the deck is slow at the start since my beginning board is Dante or Beatrice Pass sometimes. The extra is basically a toolbox, so I feel like adding links is unnecessary until Trubany hits. Okay, well, I'm sorry, no offense, but I don't think you understand how BA works. Like, you need the Underclock Taker, because there's the combo you do where you link away Dante and Seer. Seer brings back Dante, Dante adds back Seer. Now you have Underclock Taker Dante on the field, brought back from the graveyard, and then you make Beatrice. That's extremely important, so I don't think you quite know how that works. As for the Darklord ratios, I mean, just the one-off Christia. Is that searchable? I don't think it is. 2 Ash, 100%. This guy got 2 Ash from his Legend collection and just threw them in there. Beatrice is even more important in this deck because you can send the Darklord traps for Ixchel and Nastin targets. That is also true. Yep. So yeah, not playing that on the clock is very, very bad, by the way. Like, it's very incremental to Burning Best strategy, regardless of which version it's been squashed together with. The 2 Ashes are just like, I don't know, like sometimes I want to stop my opponent. 1 Rhino is weird. I think the 1 Rhino is fine because you can bring it off tour guides and it is any BA. But yeah, it's not brilliant, so let's skip this one. Monarch Dad Envoy God. Another deck made for ants. So what is that? Is that Toon Cyber Dragon? And what the hell is that after Tenacity? Why is it 45 cards with Upstart? Okay, we're skipping this, but I want to quickly read the email just to see what the hell's going on with your reasoning. So this is sent in by Ebola Karibo. Okay, new support. Hello Farfa, big fan of your channel. Your thoughts of how Yu-Gi-Oh! And your thoughts of how Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Ohs. Went to locals last week, forgot my deck. Luckily, the Walmart down the road had 3 copies of the Monarch structure deck, so with those and tossing an Envoy and Obelisk for shits and gigs, I managed to somehow build this hot garbage. Out of the 29 people who showed up, I managed to climb into 4th place. You know, 4th place out of 29 people with this deck. I mean, either you're a fucking, like, legend or your locals is, like, filled with, like, I don't even know, like, little children running around with unsleeved cards, like, screaming, Overcoming Trick Stars, Pendulum Magicians, and a random ass Cosmo build, to say the least. Pretty sure it was luck given this deck has a neat brick trick, unfortunately, and I replaced Scolding with Judgment before entering the tournament. Thank you for your time. Sincerely, a pleb. P.S. This deck could drop a few cards, I'm sure. Yeah, like maybe like the upstart. The 28 other people were playing Moki Moki, probably. This is just so badly made. Like, I still don't know what this card after Tenacity is. Is it Advanced Draw? Did anyone mention it in the deck in the chat? Yeah, let me just scroll up. It's the one, like, I don't know what's going on here. There's a Scolding and a Warning, but not Judgment. Yeah, I think it's because that's all he could find on the day. Well, unfortunately, finding cards on the day isn't enough to win the prestigious Farfa Rate My Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck competition, so we're going to skip that one. Chaos Dragons. So it's 40 card version. This deck is meant to go second, and I'm not using Chaos Sorcerer because we have Kaijus. Dark Flare sucks, and Dad too, so I'm not running. Dad sucks? What? One of the most possible OTKs is by summoning Underclock Taker and then BLS. Solar Recharge is inconsistent, and I don't have many darks for Allure, and Allure don't give you advantage. Curious is a better Beatrice. If you... They're not comparable. You can't compare them. If you want, you could use Astro Force on Minerva to go into Beatrice, but it sucks. Shoutouts to Team BR for Ofa. I don't know what that means, but thanks for entering, Tiago. The sorting is also interesting. You've done it in reverse. The side deck is bizarre. I'm not even going to look at it.
If you don't draw it, it's also fine.
I sent you a table 500 deck and one for this. I hope you enjoy.
Alright, thanks Obito. I will take that late entry. I don't know what's going on here. Like, where's the no Borrow Load, 1 Eclipse Wyvern, 2 Lila, Scrap Dragon, 2 Underclock? It's just weird. Like, what is, like, so I think you make Minerva, because there's a lot of ways to, like, spam monsters out. Blind Second's pretty cool, I suppose. It looks alright. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about your reasoning on Allure. Like, 2 Lila is, like, overkill. Like, you should, like, be siding, like, 1 at best, I think. 3 Evil Swarms, but no Ophion. I don't know if I'd play Ophion. That's... I don't know if I'd play Ophion. 2 Proxy. I mean, Proxy's light, so... I don't know. It doesn't seem like this deck honestly does anything. I'm sorry. Like, it literally doesn't look like it does anything. Alright, let's get the late entry out. So we are going to look at the late entry. Remember, if you are willing to get a late entry in, I shall do it for a donation. Thanks again for sending me... Okay, so there's a Dueling Book link, so that's good. Alright, let's have a look. Infernity Zephyra. You sent me a picture of Christians, but then like the link is Infernity Zephyra. Anyway, let's have a look here. So it's not illegal, at least. He said Beatrice is worse than Curie. I didn't even what was the reasoning there? I don't know what was going on. So Duncan, thoughts? Here we go. Oh yes. Are we playing Darkworm? Yes, we are. No Dragon Shrines, but I guess that's maybe fine since you're not playing Electrumite. So I guess you don't really want to go into that. 43 cards is fine because there's a whole bunch of Garnets in this deck. 2 Underclock. Like 3 Proxy. So like you're just like constantly like linking away your guys. That's why. Like you constantly link away Archfiend and Necromancer and then bring it back out with Mirage and Launcher. So that's why you're playing like that many proxies and stuff. I don't know about like the Xcode Talker. I think it's just like a link 3 like arrow maybe. It didn't really say anything in the email. But yeah, the amount of tuners you need to go the 2+4 route leads to bricking. Beetle is arguably better for that too. When I tried this, I was running it with more of the level 3s. It's easier to get 2 Zephyra level 3s than it is to get Synchron Resonator. How much we got to donate? Just whatever you can. You know, $2 is the minimum I think for PayPal, but all is appreciated. y'all are screaming like, why so many proxy drives like that? If you don't know how the deck works, then come on. But yeah, you do need that many like extra deck cards, like because you're constantly linking away Archfiend and Necromancer and then bringing them back and then like making bigger like monsters like Trigate and Firewall, etc, etc. I don't actually think you need Heiress in this deck because you're getting Archfiend with Oracle. That's actually a good point. Well, anyway, I like it, so I guess I'll keep it up for the next stage. It is, I think we've been doing this for like an hour and 15 minutes now. I said I was only going to do it for an hour, but my god, it's just been wild. There's so many to get through, and I still have like a whole page of emails. I'm determined to get through as many of these as possible. So I'm going to be very strict now and try fire through these as fast as I can. Crystron, this is literally like potato quality. I don't know why you guys keep doing this to me. Matthew, it's not just make Dark Claw, set back row, and pass. Wait, what? I'm looking at the wrong one. I'm definitely looking at the wrong email here. Let me see, I managed to download Crystron's. Alright, there we go. I think it's this one. Alright, here we go. It's not just make Dark Law, set back row, and pass. It has access to some rank 4s and link plays, include the side deck as a general competitive side deck towards stopping the meta. Okay, let's have a look. So 2 mind control. I don't know, is this going first or is this going second? You didn't really say. It looks like it's supposed to go second, but then you also like it's heroes. So like, I mean, you want to go first. So I don't really understand like why you're playing the mind control. The scapegoat, just really random. Again, it's hard to tell what you're trying to do with this deck. The one polymerization I think is fine because Vion searches it. Restrict is terrible versus Draco. I actually don't think Restrict is that bad against Draco. It stops them for. I mean, there's probably better cards honestly, but if you're going first, I think that it's honestly like maybe the best way to do it. 3 mass change second. I don't know like how necessary that is. I feel like, I mean, your zone issue is like maybe fine because his oldies like 2 arrows, but yeah, I don't know. The Honest Neos, I think he's garbage. I honestly wouldn't play that. I just don't see the point. I don't know what this is after Greffer. I think it's Vision Hero. No, it's not Vision Hero. I can't remember. Anyway, there's too many contradictions. Yeah, I know Diagram popped the spell card, but like they have to like hard draw it that way. Like they have to hard draw Diagram and the spell card, which does happen. Okay, like it is pretty bad, but like it's not like terrible. All right, Galaxy Eyes. Hey, I like dragons and I'm too hipster to play Blue Eyes, so here's my Galaxy Eyes deck featuring a bit of anime meme spice in the form of Rank Up Magic, the 7th one, which is the world's most broken card unless you open it, in which case you want to hang yourself. This deck summons lots of big dragons. Goliath locks the opponent, top decks the 7th one, and screams Nanny. Enjoy. Okay. Isn't Galaxy Worm a 3 of? Oh yeah, you didn't play Hero Lives as well. That's just wrong. Okay. Again, you could have maybe explained a little bit, because I'm sure you would probably safely assume a lot of people don't know what Galaxy does. So I don't know what any of these cards are. You've sent it in a complete potato quality, so I can't even barely make out these pictures. No terraforming. I don't know how important terraforming is in this deck. Is it well built? Stream? I don't know. Just keep her safe, or skip. Keep or skip. I'll let you guys decide on this one. Keep or skip. It's illegal as well, apparently. Is it? I don't think it's illegal. All right. It's illegal. List is ass skip. It doesn't look like a great list. I'm going, okay, it looks like to be a skip from the chat. All right. Kybination. Battle Mania OTK. How do you have 8,800 emails? Who is sending you emails? Let me just like zoom out so chat can see. Inbox, 8,804 unread emails. Who is talking to you? Like, what the hell? Anyway. So I come to you with Battle Mania OTK, where the goal of the deck is to reduce your opponent's life points to 0 through them attacking with tokens which they are forced to do due to Battle Mania. The extra deck is not a factor, so I just put in my favorite monsters. Okay, so you don't need an extra deck. Fair enough. Let's quickly Google Battle Mania. So it sounds like it's basically Savage Coliseum. Activate only during your opponent's standby phase. All face-up monsters your opponent controls are changed to attack and cannot change their battle position this turn. All monsters your opponent control must attack this turn if able. Okay. Interesting. It's really well built. I see what you're trying to do here. You're playing the... What's this after Demise? Is this the field spell, or is this the, what's it called again? Dawn something? Fucking Dawn, I think it's like pay 1,000, you draw a card or something, but like you can't normal summon? Something like, I can't remember. Fuck, shit, I can't remember. Yeah, I don't know. So, what are these monsters here? Are they basically just 3,000 defense guys that you set, and then your opponent attacks them and does... Yeah, Dawn 1000. Is this Dawn 1000? I think this is pretty well made. Okay, we're gonna keep this deck. Battle Mania. Alright, let's add it to the list. Battle Mania. Alright. Alright, quickly. Let's keep moving on. Alright, we've got... So, you've taken a picture of a screenshot. Honestly, it's clearer than 90% of the decks that we've seen so far, but what the fuck? Have you heard of print screen? Do you know what print screen is? Oh, but it's so well made. It's like it's just got it's like 40 cards. It's no traps. It looks okay. I mean, in terms of Fabled standards, I don't really know what most of these do. Shit. I think there's another screenshot taken on a camera phone with a fucking. It's like a epic tragedy in 2 parts. All right, so you've got the brand of your laptop here, Toshiba. That's really good, thank you. Okay. So he's what the fuck is this? Like, I'm sorry, just based on the fact that you took a picture of your deck, like I'm just gonna skip. Just for time's sake, because we are trying to finish as many of these as possible. All right, Clifford Monarch with Slifer. What the fuck? So, I'm a huge fan of your Table 500 videos and your pro coaching videos, but enough about that. This is my Clifford Monarch deck with 3 Slifer thrown in. Now, I know it might not look like the most consistent deck to the trained eye, and the truth is they would be right. But I have put my own flair into it by adding 3 of the Shadow Monarch and 2 of the Storm Monarch. For in case my towers, which is also included in this deck, were to get snatched stolen by Borrowload Dragon, or if one of my Slifer the Sky Dragons were to get banished face stand by an Eater of Millions that everyone, and I do mean everyone, seems to be running nowadays, I have also added in 3 Pot of Desires to add more consistency to the deck, and to unbrick bricky hands should you happen to open up with any. The extra deck is nothing special, just 3 Clifford Genius, the Cybernova, and Infinity package. As in Mayo, I think, is also there to clear away back rows. I would like to point out that I'm not playing card demise, and that is largely due to the fact that I already draw enough cards off of Monolith in the end phase, which would give Slifer a minimum of 3 7 at a time. Okay, so I want you, I don't know if you are aware of this, but you can resolve demise in the end phase. Demise resolves, and then you can resolve Monolith to draw cards. So there isn't a contradiction there. So I don't know if I don't know if it's legitimately bad to play demise in this deck, but I feel like if your reasoning is Monolith, then that's wrong, because you can arrange like the end phase in such a way that you can still keep your hand advantage. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. So if that's why you're not playing, I think you can't play demise in this deck because you need to put the fodder out for towers. But yeah, anyway. So I'm not sure how the what's like I don't understand what the Caius does really. Well, that and I also don't play it because it hurts the deck's consistency because of the 5 Monarchs that I have in the deck. Anyways, I look forward to having you rate my deck. We will see you on Friday stream, assuming I'm not out in an event. Did I say it was Friday? Because, whoops. Did I say in the video it was Friday? Because, like, I always intended to do it Saturday. Whoops. But anyway. Caius burn for game. Too many non-pendulums in this deck for demise. Fucking hell, towers in link format. Even Underclock can out that. Underclock can out towers. He can banish himself to burn for 1,000. Did I say Saturday? Okay, I did say Saturday. Alright, anyway, like, I just don't see the point of Caius. I would legitimately put this through if I could understand why you're playing Caius and Ryza. Because unless there's some super crazy Monarch thing you can do, I just don't see what it does that's different and unique. It just looks like Caius and Ryza to me. Like, that's all it looks like. Slifer, the executive producer. Alright, well, thanks for trying, Zach. Unfortunately, I think we're going to give this one a skip. Dark Magician. I am somewhat of an expert on Dark Magician. Alright, this is my Dark Magician deck with Pendulum support. It is over 40 cards. Your Dark Magician engine is way too heavy, I can tell you that. I legitimately have played this deck. I took it to locals, and I think I came like 3rd or something. Or maybe that was the week I was playing Pure Magician. I don't know. But yeah, it's not 40, it needs to be 40 cards. You need to play Desires. You need to play a smaller Dark Magician engine. You're playing Eye of Timaeus. Oh my god, right, skipped. Okay. Yeah, Eye of Timaeus, just like, bye. Alright, Subterror Prediction Princess. Does anyone know anything about this deck? Because all I know is what Prediction Princesses do. Okay, so we've got one of every Subterror that I don't know what they do. I know that this one, Nemesis I think his name is okay. Thrasher, I don't really know what he does. Is this Guru? Is this a new one? I don't know what this one is after Nemesis.
It's fine if you draw it.
Cerberus? I don't know what that's for.
Please take my late entry. It is from Logan Shepherd 23 at Zombie Paleo Frog.
Okay, thanks Logan. I'll take your late entry in a bit. I'll just do this one first. Probably shouldn't have put your email there, but anyway, that's fine. So anyway, Guru's not legal yet. Okay, right, yeah, fair enough. So I don't know what this is. It looks pretty well made. I don't know what the synergy is with the Oasis of Dragon Souls. I don't know what does Cerberus do here? Like, can someone explain why Cerberus is in here? Because I'm not getting it. Fiendess is broken, but every other card in the archetype is shit. The Thrasher makes no sense. Yeah, I'm not getting it either. Like, do you just really want to make Utopia? Like, I'm not understanding what Thrasher does here. Help, why is Timaeus a skip? I just came back after the year. Okay, so Timaeus isn't searchable, and it's a Pendulum deck, so you want more Pendulum cards. And you're basically, based on his ratios, he's probably going to be opening like 3 Pendulum monsters, or 2, which isn't enough. He mills it with Glacier, dude. Skip because no Guru, but yeah, skip if I had Guru because not legal. So skip either way. It's just like skip. I played this at YCS London. I should have skipped out of respect. Okay, so no one seems to know why we're playing Cerberus. So that just seems really random. Your email didn't really say anything. My favorite win condition is to make Nat Beast ASAP and say good luck to your opponent. Some people think the deck is slow and I'd agree, but when it goes off, it's amazingly fun. Alright, well, thanks, Alan. Unfortunately, you didn't really tell me what the deck does. I mean, Nat Beasts, like how is it making Nat Beasts? Oh my god, it's Watts. What Cock Block, sent in by Adrian. The goal is to screw over the opponent as much as possible and punish them for making boards while also stopping their plays through the use of Fossil Dyna / Lose a Turn. The Watts act as a fucking stupid damage engine that hide behind Messenger of Peace while the opponent just sits there and takes rounds of 1,000 damage every turn from direct attacks. If I ever want to go into the extra deck, all I have to do is banish Fossil Dyna off of Watcock, Pheasant, and go from there. I've topped locals for 4 weeks in a row with this cancer. While it is fun for me, it is rage-inducing for them, so I go +2. How are you banishing your Fossil Dyna? Is it... You said Watcock, but like that doesn't mean anything to me. This is pretty good. It looks alright. Magic Cylinder is probably the only deck in the... Like, this is probably the only deck in the world where Magic Cylinder is probably acceptable. 2, Lose a Turn. I mean, I'd rather just cut the Lose a Turns for a 3rd Strike and Judgment. Honestly, that's what I would do with this deck. But it's pretty funny. Again, another deck that's playing Dark Hole but no Raigeki. I'm legit going on the ban list right now. Yu-Gi-Oh! Ban list. I just don't understand. Raigeki. Raigeki is limited. Okay, cool. I feel like I've gone crazy or something, because this is like the 9th deck sent today where someone has like, okay, it's literally the 3rd. This is the 3rd deck where someone has sent in a list playing Dark Hole but no Raigeki. I'm not understanding why you would play Dark Hole over Raigeki. You could just play Raigeki and... Oh, thanks, not from soon. You can buy your wife an ice cream when you visit her. Thank you. Oh, shit, sorry. I was promising to do Logan's deck. So I'll do Logan's after this. Definitely. But yeah, I just don't understand. Like, what? You don't want to pop your own Watts, so like... What, do you want to clear your own Fossil Dyna sometimes? I just don't get it. Well, you always tell them that Raigeki sucks. Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean play Dark Hole. Like, just don't play them. Like... Anyway, I legitimately think this would be a perfect Watt deck if you were to cut the Dark Hole, the Loser Turns for the Third Strike, the Judgment. I don't like Bottomless, honestly. I think I would rather play, like, maybe another Mirror Force. I don't think, like, because, like, if you go second, Bottomless is just so terrible. It's because you guys always make fun of people who play Raigeki. Yeah, but that's not the point! Like, anyway, I think this was very, very close to making the next round, but I'm going to skip it. Alright, so Logan's deck, very quickly. Remember, guys, if you have a late entry in the chat, I'm more than happy to take it for a small contribution. I can't find your deck, by the way. Let me just try search this. Okay, I legitimately can't find your deck. I've searched your email and I just can't seem to find it.
It's fine if you draw it, and if you don't draw it, it's all
Anyway, oh.
Hey Farfa, long-time viewer, first-time watcher here.
Shut up, Moons.
Wondering if you could take a look at my deck list as a late entry. Please don't be toxic.
Okay. Thanks, Moons. Let's take a look. I need to click your link off screen. Also, Logan, please, if you're in the chat, can you, like, just email it again? Because I legitimately can't find your deck. Alright, so this one is sent in by Moons here, and it is Duncan. I hope you're in the chat. This is Eldrazi Tron. It's modern. It's playing 3 Endbringer. It's playing 4 Matter Reshaper. Okay, so that's 4. So this deck's probably illegal. So 21 creatures and 9 artifacts. By the way, I don't have a single clue like how to play Magic. Just so you guys are wondering. Mana curve. Oh wow, this is such a cool website. Look, it gives you like a pie chart of like your deck's ratios and stuff. Huh. You got like a spoiler, timeline, draw hand. What does this do? Draw hand? Can you just do like a test hand? Wow, this website's cool. Nice. Alright, so thanks for the donation, but I don't know. Yeah, 9 artifacts and no Sanctum. I don't know what's going on here. This doesn't seem right. Instant? Oh, you playing 4 Instant Fusion? That's cool. Oh, they have a card called All Is Dust. Karn, Ugin, All Is Dust. Oh, so you're maining 1 All Is Dust and you're citing All Is Dust. So All Is Dust, just judging by the name, that sounds like a dark hole. Looks good to me, but I've not played Tron before. Alright, Duncan, thanks. Ratchet Bomb, Relic of Progenitus, Thought Knot Seer. This means nothing to me. Absolutely nothing. But thank you, Moons. I went 5-0 in a side event at my YCS. Nice. Logan, again, I'm still waiting for you to email me your deck because I just don't see it. Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. I can't see it. Did you email it again? Or did you email it to FarfaYGO@gmail.com? Because I'm sorry, I don't see it. Let me just try search your name again. Is this it? No, that's not it. Okay, please just email it again to FarfaYGO@gmail.com, alright? In the meantime, I'm going to keep going through these. Hopefully I'll do yours before we finish. Alright, so Gemknight OTK. Oh boy. Whew. So there's a little bit of a meme on stream. No, I haven't done Madochi yet, Kenny. So this is my version of Gemknight OTK. It's super good and better than anything meta. I play for fun and not to win though, so that's why I never go to events with it. My side deck is only for opponents who I deem worthy to face my deck full power. I hope you enjoy my deck. Thank you. So anytime someone sends in a bad deck to table 500, we usually delete the whole deck and just add the first Gemknights into the deck. So Thanks, Alexander. I hope it was worth it. Thanks. Good job wasting your entry. All right, Zombie Link deck. Another deck sent in by Tomato. All right, so we've got here Link Zombies by JC. Hey Farf, I wanted to be on table 500, but I kept forgetting to send in my deck list, so at least I'll have a chance with this one. This deck basically makes Catastor, Bomber Dragon, Beals, Ningirsu, and Vampire Sucker. That's about it. Alright, well, that sounds illegal, but I don't even see Vampire Sucker in your extra deck. Is that it between Mrs. Radiant and Link Spider? Okay, it's illegal. But this deck basically makes Catastor, Bomber Dragon, Beals, Ningirsu, and Vampire Sucker. I want to see a replay of you doing that turn 1, because I just don't believe it. But yeah, thanks for trying, JC. All right, Invoked Dragon Rulers. What? What? Carl, this deck is mainly for real life, as the look on someone's face when you dump a baby dragon ruler for an invocation summon is brilliant. People usually leave online, I'm guessing because they think they joined a traditional game by mistake. The deck is hurt a bit by Master Rule 4, so I rammed some goats in there and called it a day. Oh, and it plays like shit. No Ravine? No Ravine. That was your question? That's the first thing that popped to your head? You were looking at a Dragon Ruler deck built in 2010. 2010? What the fuck? I'm 8 years behind. You're looking at a Dragon Ruler deck in 2018, and your question was, why aren't you playing Ravine? The question should be, why are you playing Dragon Rulers? In all seriousness, it surprisingly looks quite well built. I think, what card is this again? It's the new Floodgate. It's like a reverse rivalry or something. Or reverse Gozen. I forgot the name. Alright, let's see. What are your options in the extra decks? We've got two fucking Merkaba with the Ogres, I guess. What the fuck is this? Elemental Grace Dryada. Must be special by having 6 or more monsters with different attributes in the graveyard. Alright, we might just have our winner here. Alright, that's Invoked Rulers. Congratulations, you made it to the next stage, Carl. Next up is Burning Abyss Infernoid. Alright, so I do know this deck quite well. This is my 60 card brick deck. The deck just makes Dante Mills, Noids, Grass, or Void Imagination for game. Let's see. Only one Snow. No Left Arm. That's wrong. Should be playing Left Arm. You need way more spells in this deck, can I just say. Like, you need way more power spells. I would put in like a Lightsworn engine, legitimately, just to get like those mills off. It's like Charge is so good. I guess it's a blind second deck, kind of, but I don't know. I mean, you're playing 2 Feasts, so maybe not. Well, at least this is the first list we've seen Raigeki, but there's no Dark Hole. I would play Upstart. I would play Left Arm. I would play... Yeah, I guess the ratios are fine for everything else. There's maybe a bit too many Burning Abyss in here. Like 2 Alec, that's not needed. 2 Crane, like Crane isn't needed. I'd probably cut Farfa down to 2. Libic is definitely a 1 of. It's not great. Alright, let's move on. How are we looking on that late entry? Shit, I forgot your name. Kunajiro. Logan, yes. I still don't have an email from you. I just emailed it to you from... Okay, let's see. Ah, there we go. Alright, finally. I got your deck. Let's go. Alright. So, this is a late entry. Remember, guys, if you're in the chat, feel free to leave a small contribution for a late entry, and I will prioritize you. So this is my submission for the March 2018 Rate My Deck event. I've created my favorite Paleo Frog deck, but I've added a twist in that I run the Zombie engine in the side deck. Solitaire is a 1-card Beals, which will hard counter True Draco, Dinosaurs, and Pendulum Magician if they don't have the Kaiju. They could also make Omega to return Rodents back to grave and get back resources. Smokescreening to them seems to be the most effective, as they're only good in certain decks. Now, the only problem I have with that reasoning is that how are you smokescreening in this deck? Because, like... it's like you have way too many cards you don't want to, like, side... Because like, the whole deck is an engine, really. 2. Wabaku, like, don't play Wabaku. It's not good enough. Mind Crush at 2 is really random. 2 Reckless Greed. Is this a meme? Like, why is all like the what's all like what? What's all the like? This is just too many 2-ofs. Like, Dynamiscus, just I would play 1 Dynamiscus. Barrier at 2. Like, is this a meme? Like, what the hell? This is terrible. This is not good. Like, it's like Wabaku is just bad. Torrential's the best card in this deck, so you need to play 3. The Reckless Greed, like, just play it at 3 or don't play it. Like, Reckless into Reckless is like the most broken thing this deck does. So, like, you know, Plague Spreader is searchable and it's not in the deck. How is it searchable? I can't believe you spent money on this entry. I'm not gonna lie, dude. It's not very good. Okay, I'm sorry. I really appreciate the contribution, but you know, I can't put you through the next round just because you helped out. Yeah, I hope you understand. It's not a good deck. I'm sorry. All right, Wind Witch Painters. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna do like maybe 5 more, and I have done this chronologically. So if you sent it, I prioritize people who sent it in early, and obviously people who donated. So yeah. All right, Wender Painters. I don't know what this deck does. Don't know what these ratios mean. Someone help, please. Here's my IRL deck list that I'll bring to the regional next Sunday. I love the Weather Painter gimmick since the reveal, but they're just too slow for today's meta, so I thought adding the Wind Witch engine would fit the deck nicely. Are the weathers, aren't they all, none of them are wind, so does that matter? I don't know. I added 3 anti-spell domain because with the rain pattern, the one that bounces spell and traps, you can create a nice soft lock that prevents the opponent from activating any spell.
Here's a late entry. Madolch Control from QB1098 at.
Alright, thanks you Lucky Star. I'll check out your Madolch list after this. The extract is filled with cherry targets because besides CW, I don't go into the extract too much, and the nice thing is that you can use Ghost Reaper even if I start, because I usually banish the painters to do stuff. That's pretty cool. Like, if I would maybe just main the Reapers in that case, that seems alright. I guess Valhalla's necessary in this deck, but like, I think after you use 1 Valhalla it's dead, right? Maybe? I'm not sure. I don't know. There should only be 1 spell and trap bouncer. This is not horrible. It's a shit deck, I know, but let's see. I guess the ratios are fine. I mean, I don't know how, like, are you supposed to play 2 glass spell? I can't even remember the Wind Witch ratio anymore. Okay, how many decks are we at? 3, 5, 6, 7. Might as well. Alright, Painters. Alright, congratulations, you went through to the next round. So Invoked Shaddoll, Painters, alright. Okay, let's check out the latest entry from Madolch. Thanks again for donating, by the way, remember guys, I do appreciate anything that comes my way. It means a lot and it helps the channel grow and sustain. So this is sent in by QB. I sold my Brilliance long ago and I want to play Madolch again without spending any extra money. So I said, what can go wrong with playing an OTK deck as a control one? Do we have the new Madolch card out yet? Because I can't remember. I don't think so. Have you done a deck called Tank yet? Yes, I have. What are you going to do with the ones you aren't going to look at? Delete them, I guess. So Madolch, right, so we got 2 Pudding Cess. I think Pudding Cess is completely unnecessary if you're not playing Brilliant Fusion. So, yeah, that's the thing. I'm pretty sure that you aren't supposed to play 2 and 2 of the field spells. Well, I guess you're playing Desire, so maybe it's fine. What does this deck do? Like, oh my god, you're playing 3 of the Chocolate Mode. It would have been nice if you explained a little bit more, because this is a bit of a weird take on Madolch. And I've played this deck a decent amount, and I don't really know like what you're trying to do here. Like, I mean, evidently you're trying to go first, but like, what is your best combo going first with this deck? Because I really don't know what this deck does, like, with Master Rule 4. Because what I know with the new Link Madolch, the way you trigger Ticket is by going second and attacking in the battle phase, and that special's a spirit. That special's a fairy, and then you can make Tiramisu in main phase 2. 3 of the Madolch, I mean, yeah, that's overkill, so that's not great. I think that's Dawn 1000 again. Like, is this just like a new card that people are playing? Like, I don't know. Yeah, it's not blowing my deck off, QB. I'm sorry. It's alright, but it's just really weird. And I can't, like, just Master Rule 3 really hurt the deck. So we've got, okay, Alex sent in 2 deck lists, so that's wrong. Alessandro the Giraffe, oh boy. Is that contract with Don Thousand? Yes, it is. It was, anyway. Okay, 45 card Beatrice Turbo. I think it's Beatrice Turbo. There's a Dark Magician in here. Italiano has been fan of your channel for many long time, and for annual deck rete, I sended you Beatrice Turbo as his best deck. Main should be obvious as is standard. Ask Daddy Dunk, he will say is pro play deck build. Apprentice is level 6 and discard the Garnet in hand for combo. Add Dark Magician for Allure. DDDR to extend the combo further than beyond table 500, and also bring it back if you need to banish combo piece of Allure. Side is for competitive only. Very important, like Dante for YCS. I win many local with Deke. Hope, love you in future. Kisses. Yours truly, Alessandro the Giraffe. Okay. Duncan, help. 14 Garnets. Oh yeah, literally, like, this deck is just like a Garnet deck. What did you say about Dark Magician? I couldn't understand it through like the weird Italian pseudo talk there. Apprentice is level 6 and discard Garnet in hand for combo. Add Dark Magician for Allure target. Right, okay, so Apprentice Illusion Magician is level 6, which is how you make more Beatrices. Right, I see. This deck is symmetrical. It's pretty funny. You know what? It's surprisingly not badly built. You discard Malicious or Soulkiest and summon it. Jesus. Alright. Okay. I see. This is weird, I suppose, but Master Row 4 exists. Symmetrical side decking. Oh yeah, it is actually completely symmetrical. That's hilarious. Oh god, it's people want to keep it. Okay, fine. All right, Beatrice Turbo. We're putting that on the list. How many decks do we have here? 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. All right, let's move on. 3.5 Axis Magical Musketeer. What does that mean? Well, I guess we'll find out. I keep requesting that Farfa build Magical Musk because it seemed like something you'd like based on all the fiends and cool not weeby art. So I decided... I'm really offended that you think I would find Magical Musketeer as a cool deck. But anyway, I decided to build one for you using Therio. Oh really? There's theory behind this deck? With 43 cards? Okay. Well, let's see where it goes. I was going to meme the ratios, but your other viewers and other contestants are going to do that unironically. Brilliant Fusion is to help with the deck's normal summon alliance, and it has synergy with Calamity. I added Clowns for more consistent rank 4 access, 3 instant for Millenniumize because it's going first deck, and Hand Traps exist. The 3 Devil's Eyes are for the same purpose. Okay. The instant fusion target is Millenniumize, and I suppose these random other things for rank 3 and 4 plays. Triple instant 0 targets. Oh wow, you put your instant fusion targets in the side deck instead of the extra deck. Well done. What the hell? How did you manage that? I don't. Oh god, that's just 6 of your main deck cards are dead. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to like skip this based on that. I'm sorry. Ritual Monarchs sent in by Terry from our locals. So, I've not strayed away from my Monarch deck since ever, and this is probably the worst edition of it. But hear me out. Open with, say, Brilliant and return. Activate Brilliant, send Luzulian Dark Witch to summon Seraphinite, add back Dark Witch. Activate Return, using Seraphinite Extra Summon to summon Dark Witch, adding Zaborg. Tribute Dark Witch to summon Mega Zaborg. Mega Zaborg affect target and pop himself to send 8 cards from the player's extra, sending 3 Herald, 3 Untis, and 2 Omega. So like Fire Lake of the Burning Abyss, Elder Entitas being sent to the graveyard to pop through. I like that comparison you did there. Oh yeah, Mega Zaborg is basically Fire Lake. Please, can we make that the new meme? Mega Zaborg is Fire Lake. Herald of the Arc adds 2 Blue Eyes, Chaos Max, and Chaos Form. From watching your videos, I've learned that you don't want to max out on your extra or your side deck, and I quote, I don't want to clog. Jeff Jones, side decks are for fucking scrubs. Danny Cairns, see if your main deck can't out anything they bring up against you, you're an idiot, you're losing. These side deck cards is just so I have something to write down. So what do we think about Monarch rituals. I think this is legitimately cool. It looks like the ratios are all cool. Like it seems like it does what it has to. 3 idea, 2 IDOS is fine. The Upstar. This is all good. I like it. This is actually pretty funny. You probably need a few more extra deck cards, but I see what you were doing there with the memes. I think it's hilarious. So I'm gonna keep this. Ritual Monarchs. Alright. Let's keep going. I think we have about 9 minutes. So I don't have that many left.
New content for free.
Hey, King of Bar, thanks for the subscription. Remember, guys, if you have Twitch Prime, you can subscribe to the channel for free. Alright, this is Black Wings. I played Black Wings in middle school when they first came out. At the time, I didn't have access to the most of the cards, specifically the extra, so the version I played was really janky. I don't play the deck often, but I still love it. Without Gopho and Needle Fiber, but with MR4, the deck can't really combo well, so it's the best I could come up with. A Crystal Wing Rush / Solemn Negation build. That's legitimately awful. So you're blinding first on your maining Raigeki Dark Hole. 3 Icarus attack and 1 Torrential, 2 Call. These are all very random cards. Not really sure what you're trying to do here. Holy shit, King of Bar, 12 months. Jeez, thank you. I didn't even realize. Awesome, appreciate it. Congratulations on your Pimp Farfa badge. This is just terrible. Like, you're trying to go first. You're playing all these like Raigekis and Dark Holes, and I don't know what's going on. Traptrix Zoo, sent in by Justin. Shit. Whoops. All right. Let's see. The idea behind this deck is you summon a Traptrix Mantis or Myrmilio, then barrage it away to bring it back later with Dionea. You can also do the Balbaboon combo with barrage and make Mrs. Radiant quickly, or literally wrap barrage Nama Jeff. Okay. So in order to fix the normal summon issue of, well, I guess Zoo doesn't really have a normal summon problem, but like you've just put in normal summons upon normal summons into a normal summon deck. So yeah, Pedo plus Furry really is what we're going for here. Yep, exactly. This is just normal summon the deck. Yeah. So really, if you don't open barrage, your deck isn't doing anything. So there's legitimately like there's about 20 normal summons in here, like legit 20 normal summons or something. This is insane. So pretty funny idea, but it's just like you needed to try really innovate something else for the Zoo engine, and Traptrix is just not the answer. All right, this one is sent in by Alexandru. This is Triamid Rocks. Oh god, Triamids. I think we already did this, and like it wasn't impressive. I'm not gonna be impressed now. All right, guys, Triamids. Thoughts on Triamids? Keep or skip? I don't know. It's not gonna win. I'm sorry. Let's move on. Tiny Turtle Chainburn. Tiny Turtle Chainburn. What does Tiny Turtle do? Shit, I accidentally closed down everything. Okay, so this is Tiny Turtle Chainburn. What is going on here? 1-2 of the games I've played this deck, Gores came in clutch. Oh my god, you're playing Gores! What the hell? I mean, technically, like, you're just activating all of your traps before they attack anyway, so I guess that's a thing. What the hell is this after Where Art Thou? What is this? What is this deck? He's got a replay, and should we watch a replay really quick? Okay, let's watch a quick replay. I'm just very curious to see what this deck can do. Let's watch a quick replay. Alright. So, I mean, that was a terrible demise. Like, I don't know what you expected to do there. Oh my god. I don't know what's going on. This is terrible. Wings. This is legitimately garbage. This is your example of showing me what this deck can do. Okay, wow, well done. Of course you top deck the demise. All right, here we go. Is this Tiny Turtle? Tetsudo, Eret, Newman? Is this Tiny Turtle? Is this what you guys meant? Because it's not good. Neither player can special monsters with 1800 more attack. How did he protect it? Oh, was it Aquarium? He's compulsing Tiny Turtle. That's fucking amazing. Deck looks great, to be honest. Oh my god, this is terrible. What are you playing against? You're playing against levels. Reckless. Oh boy, the Gores. Oh my god, Tiny Turtle with Moon Mirror Shield. wings and barrel. I'm pretty sure you take like so much damage here. Oh my god. Keep. Alright, Chain Detonation. Inflict 500 to your opponent. If this card was activated as Chain Link 2 or 3, add this card to the deck and shuffle it. If this card was activated as Chain Link 4 or higher, return it to the hand. Interesting. Alright. So we're going to go Chain Detonation and then summon our Gores. Let's see which one he attacks with first. Oh, lowest to highest. Well, kind of lowest. He went to like medium to highest. Like literally he went medium to highest. That's quite funny. Alright, I think I've seen enough. Like, this is complete garbage. TCG Crystron. Let's see. I think I've looked at this same list about 5 times, or it's just every Crystron player is sending in deck lists that are absolutely like pixelated to fuck. Your extra deck has no link monsters. So what I will tell you straight up, first of all, is that once you make your first big push with Quandax into Garyon Kondrax or Phoenix, you have no way to clear your extra deck zone to be able to do it again. Okay? That's kind of one problem that I can see. I think maybe you could summon like Thistburn or something and like pop it, but you legitimately need to play like a link monster in this deck. So it's cool that it's 40 cards, 6-hand trap, seems alright. Like about this deck is that going first you focus on setting up Black Rose plays or level 9 to play on the opponent's turn. Most people don't read cards or are not familiar with Crystron's works and play into these plays, especially in the Kaiju Pro meta. The side deck is showing some options for upcoming Needlefiber meta and Ace and blah blah blah. Shooting Riser Dragon for last suggestion. Thanks a bunch, hope interesting enough to be selected. It's alright, but you're missing a link monster, really is like the problem. The Gen X Undyne engine is okay, but I guess he went with Recycler instead and the Mathematician, so like, that's fine. Undyne is better because it sends us costs. That is actually a good point. But yeah, it's okay. I don't think it's enough to get through to the next round. Alright, we have 2 more left, and I'm just going to skim through the emails and see which one I'm going to add, because most of these are terrible. Let's see, we've got Princess Plants, Droll and Lol Turbo, Madokch Beatdown, Blue Eyes Rituals, Destiny, Darklords, Gimmick Puppet, Zoo King Kaiju, Burning Abyss, The Meta. Okay, this one's piqued my interest. We're going to do The Meta. Alright, so this is a deck list called The Meta. It's sent in by Jeremiah. I didn't know which meta deck to choose for the Rate My Deck, so I decided why not all of them. I made an attempt at cramming most of the meta into 40 cards and came out with a sort of terraforming toolbox deck that pumps out random boss monsters and boards or just builds a house of bricks. I'm sorry in advance for all the one-offs and janky photo. I mean, so I remember back when Pendulums were the best deck with like Draco Pal. So there was like Magicians, there was Magispectors, there was like Metalfoes I think as well. And someone just played like every Pendulum deck that was relevant in the format. It was like 60 cards, and it was funny because it legitimately works. This doesn't work, okay? I like that you've actually organized your deck into like the engines. So like you've got the Magician engine, and then it's suddenly 2 Trickstar cards, like Candina, 1 Reincarnation. This is a wee little mini engine there. Or 1 Candina, 1 Reincarnation. Then we've got our Draco engine, Peace, Maiden, Ignis. Okay, good. I was going to say, like, you didn't put your diagram in the Masterpiece section. 1 of each Dragon Buster piece. I like that you went with 3 Invoked, because, like, yeah. That's the better engine, I guess. I guess you wanted to focus on the Invoked engine instead of the Candina engine for the 1 Reincarnation. That's hilarious. Yeah, pretty funny, but let's be real. You're not going to win. So, it's 1 minute to 10 o'clock. We've been going for 2 hours. So I think it's time we move on to round 2. I will do 1 more deck. So I'm just looking at the ones left here, and I will try pick one. Ojama ABC, Crystron Frog, Zodiac Kaiju, Zoo King Kaiju. Okay, let's go with Zoo King Kaiju. This one's piqued my interest. This is sent in by Baron Van Hamsters. Alright. So, we have here... Zoos serve as fodder for Masterpiece, removal with Whiptail and or attacking directly. Kaiju's aside from removing what Whiptail or Masterpiece can't, and also works as a makeshift tribute fodder. No diagram because I'm a budget scrub. The deck has done well so far, but I honestly cannot tell if it's actually good due to Kaiju Pro meta. You're not going to win this with a true Draco deck that doesn't play Diagram. I understand that you don't have the money for it, but it's Joe Pro. You could have put it on there. All right, one last one. One last one. Gimmick Puppets. All right. Gimmick fucking Puppets. All right. This is the Gimmick Puppet deck that I almost beat you with. I remade it once Oh yeah, that was like 2 days ago. I remade it once Card Trooper was unlimited to get a good normal summon and mill stuff like Dreary, Feeler, and Rum. Duplication on Dreary also lets me make a triple mat rank 8 nicely, and Genius can search for Kaiju's Cage. The deck with huge combos that looks simple and uncooked. Thanks for the subscription there, James. Thank you. Remember guys, if you have Twitch Prime, you can subscribe for absolutely free. Why do you hesitate, Skip? I don't know. Like, I'm trying my best to work with, like, this shit. But, yeah. It looks okay, I guess, for Gimmick Puppets. I don't know what this card is after Machine Dupe. I think it's like a Rhoda for Gimmick Puppets. I'm not sure. I have seen this deck in action, unfortunately. It was really terrible. Amez. Okay, right, I see. Thank you. Appreciate it. But, yeah. Thank you, Patrick. This isn't good. It's not good. Alright, guys. Whoa, we have finally made it to the end of round 1. So the plan now is that we have exactly 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 decks. So what we're going to try do now is move it to... we're going to try bring it down to 5 decks, and then we'll do a straw poll. Okay? So I'm going to need your help here, and we're going to go quickly... We're going to go through the remaining decks very quickly and see what we can come up with, alright? So, just very quickly, I want to recap. If you sent in your deck and I didn't look at it, it means it was either too late, or you sent it in with the wrong format, or it was illegal,
late entry capper.
etc, etc.
No need to actually be in competition, us better than the last.
Alright, King of Bar with a late entry. I will take that because you did subscribe for a year. There's a Max C in here, King of Bar. there's a Max C in here. Did you like... Hello? There's a Max C in here, my dude. But you're playing the Link Monsters, which is good. That's a plus. I like the list. I don't like the frogs anymore ever since Master Rule 4. Shit, wrong list. Okay. I do appreciate it. But unfortunately, I am going to have to move on. So, I'm sorry. But I do appreciate the donation. We did move on to round 2. So, I'm sorry, dude. But, thank you. Frogs make Starboy. I suppose that's true, actually. But I think you need to hard draw swap. Swap in any war, I guess, is fine. That's actually fine. It's not terrible. But anyway, we do have to move on to round 2, guys. Let's go. So let's just quickly recap and see what has made it to the second round. So first up we have here Infernity Zephyra. Okay, Infernity Zephyra. Take a long gander to think about it. So we've got Infernity Zephyra. Next we've got Super Quantums. It's the Super Quantum list here. 3 red, 3 green, 3 blue. Clown Engine, Plant Engine, 3 white. Yep, it's pretty solid. And then we have Draco Frog, Aqua Actress. Draco Frog, Aqua Actress. No side deck here, but that's fine. We did agree not to play that. 4 hand traps a little bit weird. I still haven't figured out what this is after Masterpiece. I think the 3 Masterpiece is overkill. So that's Aqua Actresses. The UA deck. The Symphonic Engine. Galaxy Worm Engine. It's pretty good. I think it was alright. Foolish goods for the penalty box, I guess, is what that does. Alright, and the DDs. Pendulum DD. The 1 Ogre. I mean, I guess it's just 4 hand traps is what he was going for there, so that's not terrible. So... the Pendulum Heavy DD list. It is 42 cards, however. So that's something to bear in mind. UA is illegal. Link Karibo. Link Karibo isn't illegal. Not in America, anyway. So, Battle Mania. So basically, it's like Savage Coliseum, the deck. Yep, it's force your opponent to attack one of your, I think, 3,000 defense monsters with Battle Mania, and hope they make a big board and attack themselves to death. Invoked Dragon Rulers. Invoked Dragon Rulers. That is indeed a thing. I think the extra deck is a little bit questionable, to be honest. But hey. Painters, Weather Painters. So take a look at the list here. And then Beatrice Turbo. Beatrice fucking Turbo and Master Rule 4. And then Ritual Monarchs. So Zaborg popping itself to send 3 Untis, 2 Omega, and 3 Herald to summon out Chaos Max. Very nice main deck, very streamlined. Alright, so that's all of the decks for round 2. We're going to try cut off about 3 of them. I have an idea in my head of which ones I would like to cut down. So, I'm going to take a quick break, and I want you all in the chat to put down 3 decks that you want removed. Okay? So 3 decks removed for stage 2. Alright? So once each. Don't spam it. Don't paste it like 50 times. So, for example, you would type in the chat Beatrice Turbo, Ritual Monarchs, and Painters. Okay? So those are the options, for example. So just type in 3 decks that you want out. Alright? So we've got Super Quantums. We've got Invoked Dragon Rulers. We've got... Oh, Cloudians. Did I miss Cloudians? I missed Cloudians. Cloudians. Ritual Monarchs. Aqua Actress, True Draco Frog, the Super Quantum, Beatrice Turbo, UAs, DD Pendulum, Battle Mania, Weather Painters, and Infernity Zephyra. Okay, so type in the 3 decks you want out, and we will take a short break. So BRB stream, and I shall be with you in about. We are back. So What does it look like we are going to be removing? Let's take a look at the Twitch chat. Monarchs, Aquactress, Cloudian Aquactress, Painters, Weather Painters. A lot of people saying DD. Zephyra, Aquactress. Okay, so it looks like Aquactress is definitely out. Let's take that out. Weather Painters. So we need one more. Beatrice Turbo. Beatrice Turbo. It feels like it's between DD and Beatrice Turbo. A little bit more for DD. All right. Okay. It looks like we're going to be getting rid of the Beatrice Turbo or the DD one. Which one? I mean, I'm going to say kick DD, kick Beatrice. It's very split. So I will just choose and I'll get rid of the DD one. Okay? All right. So for the next part, we're going to do a straw poll. So for the final stage, we will make a straw poll. Yeah, I'll allow multiple answers. Winner of Rate My Deck March 2018. So we have Infernity Zephyra, Super Quantum, Cloudian, Ritual Monarchs, UA. Shit, I fucked up. Ugh, I accidentally pressed enter instead of tab. Okay, winner of Rate My Deck March 2018. Infernity Zephyra. Super Quantum. Cloudian. Ritual Monarch. UA. Beatrice Turbo. Battle Mania. Invoked Dragon Rulers. Is that everything? 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So I will allow you to have Cloudian's in here. Where was Cloudian? Cloudian's in here somewhere. There it is. All right, guys. So this is the 8 options. I will allow you to vote for multiple answers, and you can choose for yourself which ones. So maybe pick like 2 or 3 of your favorites. Obviously, if you pick all of them, that doesn't really mean anything. So yeah, let's create the poll and post the link. There you go. Go ahead, vote, pick your favorite deck, and we will be back again in just a moment.
Lions roaring in the morning sun, searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way. Birds chirping and I hear my name, grasping into life. Life is happy but it's so insane. We must merely make can strive. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah. Lion's gonna come. The birds have just begun.
Alright, I guess we should probably have a look and see where we're at. I think it's pretty clear what the winner is. So, the winner of Rate My Deck March 2018 is Invoked Dragon Rulers. Second place we have Infernity Zephyra. Tied second place with Ritual Monarch. And then Battle Mania, Cloudian, Super Quantum, Beatrice Turbo, and Ultimate Athlete. So, congratulations, Invoked Dragon Ruler. A bit of a cheat because I know that you basically got that from Duncan. So, I mean, technically Duncan's won the event. But yeah, it is what it is. So, to bring it up again, this is the list here. Yep. All of the babies and Ritual Monarchs were doing so good. Duncan never loses. It's not even Duncan. I think it's Duncan's. I don't know. Duncan has indirectly won this, I think. But yeah, Invoke Dragon Rulers. So this does it for the YouTube portion. Thanks everyone for watching. Remember to, if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoy this type of content, I recommend trying to become a Patreon and contribute a little bit once per month. It means a lot and it helps out the channel. And yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time. So, alright, okay, stream.